This is a recap of Introduction to Google Docs with Dr. Helen Davis Rice. Let's start by asking, what is Google Docs? Google Docs is interactive word processing. This is what you need to know before you begin. As an instructor at NCC, your email account is not Google enabled. That means you need to create your own free Google account. You do that by visiting this link. This account that you create is private to you, but should probably be used just for professional purposes. You can have more than one Google account, so maybe it's best to create a professional account and not mix personal and private. When you click the link, you arrive at this page and can fill it out to begin the process of creating a Gmail account if you don't already have one. Our students' NCC accounts are Google enabled, and that means that in order to use Google Docs, all students have to do is log onto the NCC portal and they will have free access to Google Docs and other Google applications. If you have questions about why professor accounts and student accounts are not the same, feel free to drop me an email and I'll give you further information. The student has logged onto the portal, they can go to the Launchpad and click on the diamond icon to go to Google Drive and begin creating a Google document. This is also where they can find any document you create and have shared with them. The drive is essentially like a flash drive, but it's cloud-based. This means that whenever a student writes a document or whenever you send a document to a student to view or to comment on, that document lives in their Google Drive. Anywhere that student has internet access, they can have their papers with them. This means their mobile phone, their home computer, the computer lab. Google Docs allows word processing documents to exist in multiple locations. And this makes it easier for students to stay organized, and it also makes it easier for students to submit work to you. Aside from the convenience for students, there are many other great reasons to start using Google Docs. One feature is revision history. It allows you to see what a student wrote, when they wrote it, and how long they spent writing a document for your class. Commenting allows the opportunity for students to create digital portfolios that can receive your feedback and catalog all of their work in one place. Most importantly, it allows students or colleagues to collaborate with one another from remote locations. Learning anything new takes commitment. It takes about 15 minutes a week and about a year's worth of tinkering till you become more comfortable with using any new software, and Google Docs is no exception. Dr. Rice discussed how her comfort level grew over time, even though she began as a complete novice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Google Docs saves all of your work automatically. You never have to press a save button. And this means that anything you write or anything your students write can never be lost. Don't be afraid to try new things. There are many resources available to help you get started. If you visit the link at the bottom of this page, you'll be taken to a website where you can view videos on how to get started with Google Docs and other Google apps for application. Once you've viewed a Getting Started video, now you're ready to start playing around with Google Docs. Create a brand new document and start to fill it with some information. Feel free to share it with a colleague and begin to explore how the commenting and revision features work. I'm sure you're probably going to have a lot of questions with this, and that's perfectly fine. If you If you're lost, do what the experts do. You can ask one of your students for help. You can reach out to your professional learning network. That would be any of your colleagues in the Department of Reading and Basic Ed or across campus. Helen Davis Rice, Gina Sipley, Valerie Fasanello, all the members of the tech committee are happy to help at any point. You can also just Google it. That's what a lot of people do when they're not sure quite what to do.